I'm falling like the rain in Brisbane. She gave me that look. I said same. Butterflies distract me from the pain. She keep me alive when I'm circling the drain. Words don't mean anything. Seatbelts are like wedding rings. We could still die if we crash. Smile on my face as I dive through the glass. Cause someone made me feel like life is a blast. And everybody else only try when I ask. We vibing until the horizon is black. All the noise in my head went silent at last. Noise in my head went silent at last. I'm falling like the rain in Brisbane. She gave me that love. I said same. Butterflies distract me from the pain. She keep me alive when I'm circling the drain. I'm falling like the
I'm falling like drip drop. 1 week passed and a second like really got sick when the shit stopped. Cause I got hypnotized when I lips locked. But amidst all this I'm still cautious. Cause good things, they always end. I forgot about the pain just to feel it all again. I've probably been living in this loop for a year. I still feel her next to me, even though there's no one here.
colorful. Grayscale world, you so colorful. Few days I felt wonderful. Cause you wonderful. I'm falling like the rain in Brisbane. She gave me that love. I said same. Butterflies distract me from the pain. She keep me alive when I'm circling the drain. I'm falling like the rain in Brisbane. She gave me that love. I said same. Butterflies distract me from the pain. She keep me alive when I'm circling the drain.
I've been running out of space in my head to put the words together for you, so I leave you unread. And I've been running out of space in my room, too many reminders to have another photo of you. And it's hard when you're not around, but it's harder when you're here. In this life, one thing I've learned, the same things I love, I also fear. And I'm sick and tired of kidding myself, oh no, that we lost control somewhere far along the road. Yeah, we lost some hope somewhere far along the road. But I'm coming home now. Got a tattoo of a boat on my leg. I didn't get it for you, but it remind me of the days when we would float around just like my life is a kid. Never could stay put for too long, and I still can't all admit that it gets hard when you're not around, but it's harder when you're here. In this life, one thing I've learned, the same things I love, I also fear. And I'm sick and tired of kidding myself, oh no, that we lost control somewhere far along the road. Yeah, we lost some hope somewhere far along the road. But I'm coming home now. coming home now.
Hello. Good Sunday afternoon. Just a check-up stream. Nothing major happened. Just gonna chit, chat, and chill. Let's go ahead and switch it over. I had to zoom the camera in today a little bit closer because last night I was eating some nacho fries, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't notice how messy I was being, and I got cheese all over my white hoodie. It's a mess. So I love this hoodie, and it's still clean on the inside. So we're gonna not interrupt the hoodie flow. That's how it go. Okay? So just forget about the cheese if I happen to get it into frame. We're not gonna, say anything about it. We're just gonna continue about our day cheeseless. Okay? Let me pop out the chat. Nacho fries are back. All right, they've been back for like a week or two now, but I've had them twice this past week. They're here for a limited time. You must consume. All right, this is America. I like turtles. JK, what's going on? Francisco, JC, Pratish, Drew, Chocolate, Upside Down, Rodrigo, Johnny. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I know you wanted 144p. Dude, YouTube premieres suck. So like sometimes I'm impatient and I hit the premiere button when it's just the SD. But this time I deliberately waited like 15 minutes for the video to process. It said the HD video was finished processing, and it still premiered in 360p, which hate to see it, dude. Dream said, show timeline, TA macro. We might switch it up. We might do everything backwards. You never know. Twitter surfing. There's nothing really to cover on Twitter, but we might hop on for a little bit. Daily activities. I don't know what the activities are going to be. Plan for DDD, Doomsday Destruction. Is that what this stands for? And then Wardle. You're kind of right. I mean, you're pretty much on the clock right there. I'm gonna need the name of this track. Which one? The first one or the second one? So those are two new songs from two of my favorite artists. So Ryan Carvalho, that was the first one. He put out a new song called Rain in Brisbane. And then Son Real, S-O-N Real. Kidding Myself was the second one. I added them to the songs I played on Livestream playlist. Could you show us the pics taken on your buddy's wedding? I don't know if I was showing that on stream. I'll pull out some of the ones that have like me in it, but that's the point. That's the point. I don't want you to see the cheese. Okay, I don't know if it comes across on camera, but it's very apparent in real life. It like got on my hoodie strings. I don't know what happened. I don't know like if my hoodie was like in the cheese sauce. I don't know how it happened. Thanks for the bot video. SDA highs and blemishes. Or SD highs and blemishes. Yeah. I'd be looking cuter in that 360p as Johnny said. Yeah, so like I've just been pretty lazy about it, but after seeing Alex in the Discord explain it to me, I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. So I knew people were gonna have questions about it, so I just put the tutorial together. And it's not like I'm like, I think some people in the comments thought I was like sponsored by them. No, there's just an affiliate tab right here, and I figured, hey, it gives you guys a discount, gives me a little bit of a kickback for making the tutorial because AdSense on YouTube is shit. So I figured, hey, it's a win-win situation. Dude, I don't know like what people are thinking. So like in the comments, I got like 2 comments that were like negative. And like I understand where they're coming from because like I feel the same exact way. All right. That's why, like, I was very intentionally, like, if they would have watched the video, I was like, this is a bot. All right. It's still manual. Like, you have to find the setup. You have to take the trade. This just helps you monitor the trade and make sure that you don't lose that entry because you might have slept through the night. That's it. It's not going to sit there and take setups for you that you didn't even look at on a different coin. All right. It's not a free money bot. You still have to do it. This guy says, as with all bots, unless you're a huge quant firm who keeps this stuff very close to their chest, anything like this is just a scam. Free money printing bot, guys, because I love you so much. Fraud. It's like he didn't even watch the video. I just don't get it. Shilling bots, bruh, get a life. I'm not paying for nothing. All right, that's a double negative. Are you saying that you're going to pay for it? Who knows? I just politely responded, you know, exactly what I said here. It's not an auto magical bot that's going to do everything for you. And there's plenty of other options like this that monitor TradingView alerts and then can hook up to Biped API, all that good stuff. But, you know, this was one that I got introduced to by someone in the group that they've been using, so I figured I'd give it a shot. It has some reliability behind it. I know there's some alternatives. I looked at the one that David Tech uses in his description. That one I think is like $50 a month. I forgot. Like it was at least double the price, $40 a month, for unlimited trades. And this one I figured is $20 a month, and it advertises unlimited trades. But no, I mean, it's just a tool, just like everything else. It's not anything different. And it's not about like making like a lot more money. It's about saving money, to me at least. Like there is definitely entries that have been there that I have missed because I have been sleeping. And if I would have had this, I would have saved myself more than $20. It's as simple as that. It's not like I'm saying this thing is going to make you tens of thousands of dollars just by turning it on. I mean, it is running, but like I said, it's not a bot that's like actively making small time frame trades. I have one trade set up with the bot right now, and that is on Litecoin. So, this ABC setup right here, I have set up with Litecoin. You can see I have that little orange dotted line. And I'm just gonna test it out with Litecoin. Obviously, if some other entries open up on BTC and Ethereum, I'll go ahead and set those ones up as well, but I figured I'd just use my free trial for 7 days and then go ahead and pay for it. No, it's you, Alex. Yeah, Alex is the one that showed me, like, like the comment that's like, shilling bots. Shilling would mean they contacted me and gave me a lump sum of money to try to pass this product off to you guys. No, it was a product that was introduced to me yesterday by a Discord member, and I like it, so I would like to share that information. And of course, if I start talking about it, people are gonna be like, where's the tutorial at? So I just got it over with. Simple as that. Like, I just don't understand the negativity, because I'm the first one to say, like, that's the opening statement, is how I feel about bots. All right. Like I said, if it's a bot that's basically guaranteeing you, quote unquote, money just because you turn it on, I do feel like most of those are scams. But this is not guaranteed money. You have to put in the trades. It's so stupid. What the hell is happening on the 5? What's going on the 5 minute? Yeah, nothing much, man. It's just doing its thing. Ain't nothing to be worried about. Okay, I have one question. TradingView Hub, you have to register with the same email as a TradingView account? I don't believe so, because it's just a matter, like, you know, with the alert sends it to TV Hub, and then that piece of code is what allows it to connect to your specific Trading Hub account, and then obviously your Trading Hub account is connected to your Biped API, and that sends it through. Also, it doesn't. So traditionally, let me get this a little bit closer to the forefront here. So traditionally, like, you would see that we would have the stop loss on the same layer as the position, and typically it would be right here, and you would set up your stop loss. It opens up a separate close trade position on your conditionals tab. So if you're wondering why it's not putting in a stop loss on this screen, it went to your conditionals tab. Dude, we're all just biological computers running the software of the ego, dude. That's all it is, man. All right, everything that happens inside of your brain is an electrical impulse. So, I mean, hey, what's the difference between that and the computer? Little meat computers. Just the usual questions. 10K BTC win, moon win, and are we going along on Shoshushi? No, not going along on Shoshushi. 10K when we break 16.3 and confirm resistance. Moon 2025. There you go. Was that an original line? I think so. I mean, I was tripping, and that was one of my trip thoughts. I tried posting it on Reddit, and they said it was too generic for me to post. So I got shunned. I got shunned by an automatic bot. Go over through on this bot and traditional markets, bot value only in leverage trading. No, I mean, you can still do it with spot trading. That's still a capability. Like on the website itself, you have futures and spot. Like I said, it confused me at first. Obviously, we're not trading futures, we're trading derivatives. But it still works the same with this. And then obviously, if you want to go to spot, go to spot. It works the same way. On BUSD, it was alt season for... Oh my God. I mean, it looks crazy, but is it really that much? That was 3%. It's done that before. Yeah, let me turn my monitor's brightness real quick. I can't see jack because of the sun coming in the window. There we go. Now I can see. Okay, Doge has been moving quite a bit in these past couple of weeks. I'm curious if there's any ABCs on it. I'm sure it's doing something because Elon is in control of the world now. Or that's what people seem to act like, you know? Doge. There was a nice ABC at the top of this formation. Go down to a 1 hour chart. That was a good position there. Forgive me as I try to pick my nose. I mean, if we do put in a lower low here, yes, I would consider that an ABC. But I probably won't be taking it. So I'm not gonna lie here. Just from looking at the past couple of setups, to be honest, Doge did actually really well with ABCs. Obviously, we had this first one here. You can see a nice ABCB formation. That was a pretty good entry. Might have gotten stopped out a couple times, but it was good. Over here, yes, you probably would have stopped out on that one if you were playing the smaller time frames. This one right here was good. That one to the upside was good. I kind of hate to admit it, but Doge has been rocking with ABCs for quite a while here. So I mean, that's kind of awesome to see. I do like that. Doesn't mean I'll start trading it, but that's cool to see. And obviously we have another one coming up here. So I don't know. At your own due diligence. It's okay to not be a fan of Elon Musk, but to say like there's so many people that's like, oh my God, he's ruining the world. He took control of Twitter. Like, does Twitter like control your life that much? I just don't see it. All right, let's go ahead and get Wardle out of the way before anything else. Oh, yeah. Okay, so FRAE. Does the bot re-enter the trade if you get stopped out? Yes. So just make sure that you watch the tutorial in full, okay? The most important part is prevent pyramiding, okay? That's what allows the bot to not continuously enter the same trade with more margin. It will scan. If there's already an active trade from that alert, it will not add to it. If you get stopped out of it, and then it gets triggered again, then it will scan and go, okay, we don't have an active trade from that alert. Put the trade back in. gotta. Anybody got Prada? Break. Well, it can't be break because E and A don't go there. You got it. Oh, I gotta sit up, or else you guys are gonna see the cheese. Can't have that. That's a no-no. It's a nay-nay. US 100 looks like it might have confirmed resistance off of that A. It's not too good. Wait, what happened to my candles? Are these Hawkinisha candles? No, these are regular candles. Go back to that. No one's look bad. SPY doesn't look too shabby. Looks like it can confirm support off of it, but can still fall. How's XMR doing? XMR's in a little bit of a downturn. DXY is actually curving back up, which it almost hit that support, so I mean that's pretty close. Going for a little bit of a retest. Oh, I don't even see your messages above that. So you knew what it was, Johnny? And you just spoiled it? Come on, man. Dabatola, what's going on, man? Can't believe this, Johnny. Can't believe it. Sol's pretty much sitting at the entry for this ABC right here. Check XRP. Oh, XRP had a little bit of a tumble. So, I mean, I talked about it, obviously, in the ABC Trading Bot tutorial. I had that trade open, but I figured I'd close it. It was in profit when I closed it, but over here, obviously, this is the larger structure that was happening. This was the medium structure here, which we did not get a higher high. And this is what I took one of my test trades on right here. This little ABC. We had some repercussions because of that one. But this is on the 15-minute chart, so it looks worse than it actually is. This could definitely come back up pretty damn easy. Okay, you prefer Hawkinishi over regular candles? Yeah. Because regular candles just don't do anything for me. All right, where the candle closed doesn't really impact my decision. I don't trade candlestick patterns, which typically are what you use regular candles for as well. The only thing that matters to me is real price action in real time and absolute tops and absolute bottoms and being able to identify trends. So that's why Hawkinishi candle to me is the one that I use. right? Because it just fits around my strategy. If you're trading candlestick patterns, if you're looking for the actual close of certain candles, like the daily, maybe that influences how you proceed in the market, but it just doesn't for me. You're too smart for Wordle? Try Quirtle? I'm definitely not too smart for it. It's just because I have a bunch of other brains in this chat helping me. What's Quirtle? No. No. Not doing that. I'm good. ETH BTC daily chart. Yeah, we had this ABC coming up. Why is it not? There we go. So this is the resistance here that we kind of retested, now coming back down. Obviously, this is now turning into kind of an ABC formation here if we put in that lower low. But I would assume that it probably wants to go back up a little bit higher and put in a higher high here. Obviously, on this time frame, we have this right here. That was a nice ABC coming out of the bear market there. You can see that very supple retest of that support region before it took off. Do I live with my parents? No, I live with my sister. Joe, peace out, buddy, man. I'll see you later. Maddox daily ABC. Still working out to the downside a bit. Here comes the cheese again. I gotta keep it off your guys' minds. If you don't remember the cheese, does it actually exist? AMD, get your shit together. Yeah, the market's pretty bland today. Like, the only other setup was Litecoin, like I said. And that just... We've talked about that setup for a couple days now as it was forming. Nothing new. I'm glad I put it in the higher high, don't get me wrong, because, I mean, XRP was pretty much in the same boat. I think we mentioned that one as well. But obviously, it kind of took a different turn there. Ryan, what's going on, man? I've been hopping in your streams lately. You've been popping. Whole FTX thing got everybody out of their sheds, going and looking at crypto YouTube. Now, one stream you had was crazy. I think you peaked at like 2K. That was insane. Hey. And Fish hears someone take a footstep in the hallway, and he thinks it's an intruder. Hey. Come here. Let's check out what Twitter got for us. I know Sam Bankman, he finally put together his whole post. I'm gonna take a look at that. Obviously, last thing that we knew, he was typing that whole what happened, and then he finally went through and started actually making sense and actually putting words together. Like, how out of touch is that? What happened? My one goal is to do right by customers. I'm contributing what I can to do so. I'm meeting in person with regulators, which that went well the first time. Fish, come here. Get away from the door. My goal, clean up and focus on transparency. There's nothing to be transparent about anymore. No one's going to use your platform. Make customers whole. Okay, if you can do that, kudos, but you don't deserve to continue to make exchanges or patch FTX up and then make it sound like it's a good idea again. Maybe I'll fail. You shouldn't even try. The only thing you should try is get the money back. That's it. File for bankruptcy if you want to be that type of person, and then go about your business. Go find another venture. Probably serve a little bit of jail time. And then hopefully everybody forgets about you and you can live a normal life. Which means interacting with regulatory structures can be really frustrating. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I think this is the end of it, man. Like I said, I think this whole story cycle is probably gonna run like 1 or 2 months longer. People are obviously gonna put more videos out on it, just covering everything that's happened, and then I think it's just gonna fade away. Like, we barely talk about Luna. BitBoy's going head to head with Kevin O'Shady. You guys have no idea. I couldn't explain how dark this is in a 2-hour video. What do you mean by he's going head to head with Kevin O'Shady? I mean, Kevin O'Leary he came out and he was like, FTX was a bad investment, and I will not be working with him again in the future. But I don't agree. Like, Kevin O'Leary has some terrible takes about crypto. Because I mean, like, you go back a long time. Kevin was sitting there being like, crypto is awesome. It has so much future ahead of it. Fast forward, I think like 4 years in the future, he's talking shit about Bitcoin, about Ethereum, all these other cryptos, and saying how like it's a big scam, basically just gaslighting people at that point. And then you fast forward another 4 years, and now he's working with one of the biggest exchanges in the world. He's not consistent. Like, it's so stupid. I wonder if these hedge fund exchange people go to a specific prison. I would like, okay. I don't think this is going to be like the most hilarious thing, but I would like to see the Wolf of Wall Street interview Sam Bankman and give him tips. Because like they're going to jail for financial crimes, both of them. And I would just like to see like him impart his knowledge about how he survived. where did the money go if everyone is losing to FTX? So that's the problem. Like, so what happened is people from around the world that play in the crypto market withdrew that value from FTX without even knowing it. So let's say that, you know, FTX was having customers deposit funds on their website. Alameda Research, which was their trading house, was stealing those funds because it is clearly stated in the TOS that their funds would not be using for anything else. So it is stealing. It's not a loan. It is stealing. And then they're using that in order to purchase shit coins without using stop losses. And those shit coins plummet to zero. I'm pretty sure they walked away with a lot of money. But when they make bad decisions and they lose lots of money, that 100 Bitcoin that they turned into this shit coin is now worth zip nada, so they can't get the same amount of Bitcoin back into the exchange to fulfill their customers' withdrawals. So the money was just sucked of all its value, and they can't repay their customers because they made bad decisions. Like for an individual, okay, for an individual to not have stop losses on a spot market, I understand. But for someone that is running a professional trading house that is using other customers' funds, there has to be some sort of measure to make sure that there is not infinite loss. All right. Because, I mean, if this scheme ran long enough and they weren't found out, possibly at some point they would be able to bounce back up with the market and fulfill. But no one's going to do that. The second there is a whiff of fraud, people withdraw their money. So I don't know what was going through their mind. Like, if you're going to be a white collar crime enthusiast, do it well. Like, you suck at it. No forethought whatsoever. I haven't really done any research on what's happening with Grayscale. I've been seeing the headlines about how they're refusing to show their deposits and their proof of funds and everything like that. But I do think that's an incredibly bad decision. A lot of exchanges, Bybit has come out and added to what website are all the exchanges posting to now? It's like a tree something. But basically, a lot of the exchanges are coming out and showing proof of funds to go, hey, well, look, we're not like those guys. Don't withdraw your funds just because of that. And Bybit, they weren't like, don't withdraw your funds. They're like, hey, we're going to make it even faster. If you want to withdraw. That's all it is. That's why I love Bybit, dude. That's why I love Bybit. But like I said, as much as I love Bybit, I have said it from day one. All right, maybe not day one, but as soon as I started using the Restore calculator and truly understanding how leverage works, absolutely no reason to have 100% of your trading portfolio on any exchange that has leverage. That's what leverage should be used for. It's not a gambling slider. So I love Bybit. I think they're doing very well. They have high transparency. I've never had a problem with them. Their withdrawals are fast. But I know that my account can get hacked. Bybit can go down, whatever it might be, there could be an issue in the future, and I'd rather take a 10 to 15% hit to my portfolio rather than a 100% hit. All right. Like I said, I honestly, I feel terrible for the people that got involved with FTX, but at the same time, there is a level of customer due diligence on your side that needs to happen. And that is one of the problems. And Ryan, I was watching when you were watching that Twitter space. I was watching Richard Hart speak, and I hate to say it, man, but like, I think the dude's a farce. But at the same time, sometimes he do be spitting facts. So when he was talking about like regulation and stuff, that has been my opinion for a very long time. I think regulation has a purpose, but when it goes too far, all it serves is to make the customer dumber. All right, because when you have Big Papa saying, hey, they're safe, you don't even think about it because they go, oh, they're regulated. They're regulated. But the more that people get burnt, whether it be through Ponzi schemes or rug pulls or whatever it might be, they get smarter and they're more skeptical, which is a good thing. All right. Like I said, the person that commented this, I've said I understand why you're saying this, because I appreciate skepticism, but at the same time, did you watch the frickin' video? All right. So I don't think exchanges should be able to get away with this, but at the same time, like, if you lost all your money, it is partly your fault. Because there's always a level of risk in anything you do. And if you don't help manage the risk, which if you had $400,000 on FTX, you have enough money to buy a ledger. And I know damn well you have enough money to go buy a $20 flash drive and maybe a $5 waterproof case in order to download a hardware wallet and then put your keys on that. I wouldn't say it's mostly their fault, because like I said, I mean, it's a matter of regulation. They had the stamp of approval from the US government. People ran with it, threw their entire money acting like they were a bank. So I'm not going to say it's all their fault, because that's what we expect from our government. We expect them to do the right thing. Most of the time they don't. But I would say, like, if you're not bringing that issue up, then you're not talking sense. Current account update, still chilling, sitting at $1,010. We're seeing downside price action right now, and it's not really going to grow in value until we can get rid of some of these hedge traders here. Either one, we continue dumping down to the downside. That's one way to start adding more money to the portfolio. Or two, we pump to the upside. I can get out of these short positions while still holding the longs. And then if I need to take the new hedge positions, I can. But we got to break the range. Because, I mean, if you honestly are sitting here and saying, I know it's going to go up or down, you're out of your mind. Like, this is such a weird place in the market where the market was showing us that it was honestly about to turn bullish. We had the ABC pattern. We're bottoming off of a support. We're getting the curve to the upside. We're ready for some sort of retest. FTX hits. So I think the market was ready to turn bullish, but because of this, there's a lot of people thinking that we're going down to 10K. So we're just kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. So to sit on one side of the fence, I think, is a little bit ignorant in this time period. So like I said, I mean, I have my conditions in terms of what changes my sentiment. Technically, I'm still bullish with us sitting above 16,300. But if we go down past that and we stay below it for a decent period of time, or come back up and retest 16,300 as resistance, yeah, I'm targeting 10K. But until such and such happens, I kind of have to just kind of sit in this weird place that the market has put us in. Oh, I forget we have trouble going on Kite channel. That's what I'm saying. Grayscale's in so much trouble. Everything that DCG is invested is going to zero, in my opinion. Sailor might get legit liquidated when this contagion plays out. Yeah, but like, what? They were saying stuff about that, like, up here. Like, am I the only one that remembers that? There was a lot of FUD going around that, like, Sailor was going to get liquidated or margin called at, like, what, 29K or something like that. And now the new number I think that they're going with in the press is like 13K. So I mean, it's always going to be like that. Like when we have big players in the market that are playing that type of game, it's always going to be kind of like a FUD thing to say. But I mean, those guys got deep pockets, and I'm sure like they're not invincible, but at the same time, I just don't think that's personally something that I need to worry about. Like I said, I just play the supports and resistances, and usually price follows through. Okay, you want to come on my stream after this? Sure, man. I've been looking to plan something with you for a while now. But I know it's gonna go up or down, Kite. Okay, we know. Actually, you don't know, because right now BTC is basically a stable coin. All right. I mean, look at this 5-minute chart. Okay. It might just stay here forever. We might actually have a stable currency now from the U.S. government if it stays at 16,000. But oh, Ryan, I don't know if I gave you my new number, but I'll text you after this to make sure that everything's good. But a couple months ago, I had to get a new number for some crazy reasons. I mean, crypto is literally created to have bearer assets, so if you leave it on exchange, might as well get high interest savings account in your regular bank, no difference. Yeah. I mean, I've said from the start, I didn't mess with any of these like APY, and that's a lot of what FTX or supposedly, obviously I'm not too versed in this subject, don't get me wrong, but that's also something that concerned me very highly. This bull run was flooded with constant videos about APY and, you know, passive income. And where's the money coming from? It might just be my ignorance and I just don't know how it works, but where was the money coming from? How are these, 10,000 APYs happening? It just didn't make sense to me. So I never touched it. A lot of family members reached out to me, and obviously I told them do what they want to do, but it's the whole, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And I mean, that pretty much goes for anything. Monk's actually outside my house right now. I told him he has to stay outside while I'm streaming, and then he can come back in. He's too much of a liability. Hopefully he'll get on, but also answer my question. Please, how can we play this? Bullish divergence, bearish pennant. I'm simple. So right now, the current situation that I'm in is I took a short from right here. Okay, I took a short from the top of this FTX debacle. Okay, so I'm still holding on to this short and this short right here, respective, on Ethereum. Okay. At this moment in time, I am long on Ethereum and BTC. I'm long on Ethereum roughly from this ABC here. And I'm long on roughly this ABC here from Bitcoin. Okay. Bitcoin was a little bit rougher. All right. I don't think it was necessarily the best ABC, but because this was the support, 16,300 on the macro chart. All right, right here. 16,277. And that ABC was kind of lining up with it. I figured I'd give it a chance. And with me using larger stop losses right now, I wasn't really too scared of it. So I have hedge positions. All right, I made around, $500 profit on the downtrend, and I've hedged those shorts. So now, until we break to the downside or break to the upside, I'm not making any money. I'm stuck. All right, but I'm also not losing any money. I'm maintaining the profit that I have made from the previous trades. So what I'm currently waiting on is whether or not we're going to go up and put in an ABC position here, which will allow me to take profit on the previous short positions and then hop into these ones if these ones are the new high. Or I can continue to ride these longs to the upside. All right. That's how I'm working myself through this market. All right. Because it's a hard time. All right. To bet on one side is absolute death at the moment. All right. Obviously, I would say if you were to pick one side, it probably would be the downside just because of the sediment. But then if you're looking at it from a technical analysis perspective, we're still above 16,300. So once again, it's split. The two sides of my brain are picking two different sides. So there's no guarantee here. All right. If you want to play on the shorter term time frames, all you really have is a long right now. But if you don't have shorts open, there is no short positions. The only short position that was active was LTC the other night. Remember when everyone is on Time Wonderland? I don't remember that. The only Wonderland that I know of is the EDM festival. I don't. Is that a crypto thing? Got to turn on my air conditioner real quick. Yeah, but I was explaining this in the Discord the other day. Like right now, the only thing that you can really do is save yourself from destruction of your portfolio. Like, yes, we would all love to continuously make money, and I do think there is, slight instances where that can happen if things go correctly. But with what's happening in the market, all you can really do is make sure that your account stays stable, or at least not lose as much money as a straight dump down to the downside. And then once things really start to get going here, we can start making some strides to the account. Could check on the ADA macro. So unfortunately, ADA is kind of in the shitter right now. Let me try to get a longer term time frame chart out here. Okay. So this definitely looks like a region where there was some retests. It's not quite as well defined as something like BTC, but we have right here, this generalized pocket region was kind of a retest of support. On the smaller time frames, we have an ABC position that's in its works. Obviously, we have downtrend, uptrend, downtrend. So if we can stay above 33 cents, just call it that, should be good to go. But obviously, if we can get back above this level here, that's a little bit more important to me. Let's review your search history on stream. Monk, you know what you sent me. All right, you be sending me some weird stuff. I can't be doing that. Do I only play Bitcoin and Ethereum? For the most part, every once in a while, I might try to go and take an altcoin trade. Some of them work out, most of them don't. Litecoin, I stick to. Because even though Litecoin's not one of the top dogs in terms of market cap anymore, the price history, I think, gives it reliability, and I find it to be well structured. And it's just a good all-around coin. I don't know why people shit on Litecoin. It's fast, it's beautiful. Litecoin to the moon. You give him Fiesha a Christmas present? Of course. He's my son. Search Portugal in the search bar. Alright, I'm gonna go for it. Puerto Rico restaurant, Porsche, Portland, Porsche, affiliates, trade tracker. There you go. We passed the test. Yeah, I got you, Ryan. 30 minutes. All right, so I'll probably hop off the stream in like 20. And I'll come over and get set up with you, Ryan. It flashed? I saw it? No, it didn't. Where, Monk? You forgot to end it silent. Oh, the cheese. Can't see the cheese. Who is that guy? Is that the same person wearing the same hoodie with the same cheese? Jeff, no problem, bro. Like I said, it's Alex Andre from the Discord that introduced it to me. So if you want to give him a thanks. Glad you didn't go, oh, it's a bot, it's a scam, it's a scam. I'm just a shill guy. I'm just a shill. That's all I am. I did see a video today. Yeah, let me try to find it real quick and see what it's called. History. Yeah, it was this one right here. It was by Chico Crypto, YouTube. I feel like my recommended page is probably more incriminating than my search history, which it doesn't look that bad right now. Sometimes it looks so planned, like someone's trying to get me in trouble, but no, it doesn't look too bad right now. But Chico Crypto. Evidence, FTX, and Sam Bankman are a part of the deep state sent to destroy crypto. Which I think this is a little bit of a trolley video, but at the same time, also not. Wait, why is there no sound? Why can't I can't even hear this on my side. What's going on? Did I break it? Hold on, sound settings. Oh, it's because NVIDIA broadcast switched my stuff. Where? There we go.
Blown. I posted this video a couple months ago that revealed how deep FTX was in regards to the blood of.
Yeah, but I didn't really watch the video in its entirety. He's talking about why Justin Sun is trying to bail out Sam Bankman, Senator Warren calling for regulation, how Senator Warren is tied to SBF, Stanford, Harvard venture capital indirectly tied to FTX. I think I've heard about that. Gary Gensler, SEC, gave green light for FTX misconduct. FTX CEO's father tries to Gary Gensler. I don't understand what he's trying to say there. SBF and family are major Democrat donors, which people have their politics. I don't know if like that incriminates them. Obviously, I don't think it's a good look. But at the same time, like during the last election, I would say there was probably a good chance that it was going to be Democrats that won anyways, just because everything that happened. So it was probably just, I don't know. Never mind, I can't say that. He had a balance on his sheet saying Trump lose. But people like this that need regulation to get passed are just going to donate to the people that are going to be in charge. And I think they just figured it was going to be them, or at least could help them get into charge. But obviously, like I said, I don't think it's a good look at all. But at the same time, people are going to donate to whoever they're going to donate to. Take a look at the Darrow chart. Haven't heard of that coin before. Wouldn't say I have high hopes, and it's all on KuCoin. I have no clue what this coin is, man. I'm very sorry about that. On the larger time frames, it doesn't look like it has a habit of putting in higher highs for its ABC setups. It does look like it has pretty successful ABC bottoms. Obviously, this is an ABC right here. On the macro chart, this is the support region, $1.50. So if this is going to turn into a larger ABC, I'd probably expect the C wave to test $1.56. And then if it gets back above 227, it might be worth your time if that's something that you're interested in. But I never heard of this coin. I don't know what's about. I mean, it's been around for a decent period of time. I'll give it that. It wasn't just started during the bull market, so that is something I do appreciate about it. But in terms of it working with the ABC strategy, it doesn't seem likely. It doesn't seem like it's had a lot of traction in terms of, holding consistent trends, or at least the price action itself. It looks really choppy on the smaller time frames. So maybe it's something you trade on the macro time frames, but not necessarily the smaller time frames. Guy, do you hodl a crypto or do you strictly trade? I do hodl crypto. I hodl Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XMR for the most part. I have LTC as well, even though the LTC really didn't do well this bull run. I'm actually back down to my original buy from the beginning of the bull market. I bought at, I think, $62, $63 over here. Oh, I need a little bit larger chart data. Yep, right here. I bought on this breakout. We took a look at XRP, but I'll do it again. Like I said, XRP unfortunately has not put in that higher high position on these smaller time frames. All right, we had some good setups up here to catch the short. Right here was a good setup. If you really wanted to get technical, you could have taken this one. But obviously, it would be a better situation if we put in the higher high off of this resistance. Other than that, there was a small time frame ABC right here, but like I said, I one turn of the dime and it can retest that high right there very easily. LTC has been pretty consistent at calling some tops. Obviously, we had this ABC right before the FTX debacle, and we're having another one now. Let's see if it predicts the future again. You still believe in ETH even if it's a proof of stake coin? Yes, I think ETH has done a lot for the crypto market. I think it's a good coin. Obviously, I don't like NFTs, what they are right now. I think every single video game that I see that's NFT based is complete trash. I think that NFT, and like I said, unless it's like a one-of-a-kind artist that's specifically making a one-of-a-kind picture for an NFT, I think it's worthless. Now, I think there is other applications that you can apply to NFT, but at the same time, that's that. I think there will be better use cases for it in the future. I don't like that they went proof of stake. I think that's I think that's a more centralized thing, but you can make the same argument for proof of work to a certain extent. I think Ethereum had a good balance. Now, the problem with it is GPUs are quite power hungry, so it was pretty power inefficient. I think ASICs are technically the way that proof of work should be done because they're power efficient. They can add a lot of power to the network. But at the same time, like proof of stake, I think is kind of like an oligarchical type method because only rich people are the ones that are able to activate nodes and have a say in the network, all that good stuff. And I understand why Ethereum did what they needed to do, but I mean, if KDA becomes a big player, I think that proves that they could have done it differently. It might have taken more work. It might have taken a shift in direction, but I think they could have done it and they could have had a better outcome than what they might have in the future. But I think the same thing can be said about proof of work. I think everybody has access to ASIC miners, obviously not the most profitable ones, but you can get your hands on them. But usually it's the people that have a lot of money in their pockets that can put in really, really deep pre-orders that are going to get access to miners. So, you know, obviously money makes the world go round. So I think proof of work is the better option, but I also don't blame them for going proof of stake as well. They did so because, yes, they were having issues with their network and the fees associated with it. But honestly, like there was one point in the bull market that was exceptionally bad, and it cost way too much damn money in order to send crypto over the Ethereum blockchain. But I think that's just a growing pain. I don't think it was a bad thing. I mean, we had the same thing happen in 2017 because when there's a lot of demand and people just haven't really put enough power and hash rate into the network, that's going to happen. Plain and simple. But it is what it is. Do I believe it's a hacker? I don't know, man. I don't want to speculate on that. I would like to say yes, because if we've kind of proved that they are pretty incompetent. So to think that someone was able to break their system and take advantage of this whole turmoil time, they probably would figure that we would blame it on Sam Bankman-Fried or someone at Alameda. Because that's like the go-to answer. Like if you want to cover up a hack, do it at a time where nobody likes the person that got hacked, you know? So, all right. I'm coming, Ryan. I'll be right there. Let me finish up. Never enough XRP charting. You still believe in ETH? 99% of ETH is owned by 3 corporations. I don't know if it's 99%. I know like you know, people can buy up crypto as much as they want. It's a free market. But what are your thoughts on the NFT crypto mining hash rate thing going on lately? I haven't really looked at it, to be honest. But all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and off and join Ryan on his stream if you guys want to follow me over there. I appreciate your time today, as always. Like I said, if you haven't watched the video on the ABC bot, it's not an ABC bot. It is a simple trading view alert bot that will put in trades onto your Bybit account using setups that you make. I have to be very specific now, okay? That tutorial is there if you guys want to get set up with that. Like I said, it's a 7-day free trial. You don't have to pay for anything. It is cheaper than a lot of the alternatives out there, and it's just a simple tool, and I think a lot of people can find great use in it. So, all right, go ahead and do the thing, and get on to the next thing. Let's do it. But get the thingamabobber up here. I got a song queued up for the outro. Usually I don't, but today I will. Just because there was another song I wanted to play, but this one is a bigger artist, so it's probably gonna give me a copyright message if that happens. I'm just gonna have to turn it off. But all right, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Everyone's laughing at me, but not like they used to. The room's spinning all around me, but not like I'm used to. Hired, hired, can I get hired? I got no skills except getting high. I'm trying, I can start Friday. You've wasted your life, but thanks for applying. Hey now hold up, we were fun as hell. I'm all grown up, but you couldn't tell. Now I don't know what to do with myself. You got older cause you're good at life. I'm all 17 at 35. Now I don't know if there's anything else. The DJ is crying for help. The DJ is crying for help. Don't know what to do with myself.
Hey now, hold up, we were fun as hell. I'm all grown up, but you couldn't tell. Now I don't know what to do with myself. The DJ is crying for help.
Everyone's tripping on pills, but now they're prescribed to. And everyone's stacking their bills, but not cause they like to. Oh, hired, hired, can I get hired? Yeah, I fucked up, but I did it my way. Trying, I can start Friday. Getting alive's a little like dying. Hey now hold up, we were fun as hell. I'm all grown up, but you couldn't tell. Now I don't know what to do with myself. You got older cause you're good at life. I'm all 17 at 35. Now I don't know if there's anything else. The DJ is crying for help. Don't leave me out. The DJ is crying for help. Don't leave me out. Don't know what to do with myself.
Hey now, hold up, we were fun as hell. I'm all grown up, but you couldn't tell. Now I don't know what to do with myself.
The DJ is crying for help.
You got older cause you don't know. I'm all 17
wait until the party starts.